The leaders of Malaysia and Indonesia have called for a special ASEAN meeting to discuss the political crisis in Myanmar. Malaysian Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin is in Jakarta, where he's called the coup a step backwards for Myanmar. Both leaders say that the situation could affect the peace and stability in Southeast Asia. Saiful Bahri Ismail has the details.
Mr. Muhyiddin's visit to Indonesia is his first overseas trip since he took office in March last year. The meeting between Mr. Muhyiddin and Mr. Widodo took place amid the political tension in Myanmar after the military toppled a civilian government on Monday. Before their meeting on Friday, there was expectation for both leaders to share their thoughts about the coup beyond the statements that have been issued by their foreign ministries. Mr. Muhyiddin said he agreed with the suggestion for the foreign ministers of Malaysia and Indonesia to talk to the current ASEAN chair, which is Brunei, to organize a special ASEAN meeting on the political crisis in Myanmar.
Seperti Indonesia, Malaysia juga memandang serius akan keadaan politik semasa di Myanmar yang merupakan satu langkah ke belakang dalam proses demokrasi di negara tersebut. Adalah dikhawatiri pergolakan politik di Myanmar boleh menjejaskan keamanan dan kestabilan di rantau ini.
This meeting is expected to involve the foreign ministers of all the ASEAN countries. However, observers said such meetings are rare and arranging one could be a challenge given ASEAN's policy of non-interference in its members' domestic issues and their contrasting responses to the army takeover. In a statement issued earlier this week, ASEAN said it had been watching developments in the country closely.
Kita berharap perbedaan politik itu dapat diselesaikan sesuai dengan hukum yang berlaku, dan untuk mewujudkan visi komunitas ASEAN, penting bagi kita semua untuk terus menghormati prinsip-prinsip piagam ASEAN, terutama prinsip rule of law, good governance, demokrasi, hak asasi manusia, dan pemerintahan yang konstitusional.
Indonesia and Malaysia also talked about how they can further cooperate in responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. Both countries agreed to establish a COVID-19 travel corridor, a potential reciprocal green lane scheme to support continued official and business travel. Mr. Muhyiddin said negotiations have begun at the working level, and he hopes both countries can accelerate discussions to come up with a standard operating procedure to implement the reciprocal green lane scheme. Saiful Bahri Ismail, CNA, Jakarta.